everyone, this is Cherry from the future. You're about to see the second half of last week's video that I decided to split that video in half, so it's in two parts now. So this video is all about my JetPens pen unboxing. I'm also doing a swatch test in my Hobonichi on the Tombow River Paper for 2025. Also, we unboxed and put together this Pilot Fountain Pen. And on top of that, we also go through the old pens I used to use in my other planners. So without further ado, let's get started. Bye! Okay, the other portion of this video, I want to talk about pens. Because I did buy a bunch of new pens from JetPens. Now these are the pens I use on the day-to-day with my original planners and journaling and what have you. And I've been trying to use these in my old Hobonichis just to see paper quality and pen if I like writing with them. However, I don't really like them. Like, I feel like they don't write as well as I want them to. Granted, if you follow me at all, I love the Pilot Juice. This is my favorite pen. I'm still going to use this for journaling and day-to-day writing. This is the Uniball Signo DX in 0.38. Oh. The Juice pen is also in 0.38. This one's good. I prefer retractable pens. It's not a big deal to me, but like this. I like this. It's pretty good. This is one of my favorite old pens. This is the High-Tech C Pilot. I used to love this pen. I don't have the size I like anymore, I think. I like the 0. No, wait, no. I do have the 0.4. I like this pen. The tip of it is, I feel, a little bit longer, which I think plays a role in how it writes, which I like. I like to use this in my old bullet journal, but I don't really use it that often, but I did test it out. Then we have the Energel from Pentel. I like this pen. I got this because we had one downstairs in our kitchen, and I wrote with it randomly one day, and I was like, oh, I really like this pen. But like using this now, it's not my favorite pen, but I still use it. And then we have the classic Muji 0.38 pen in black. I love this pen. Granted, I still use all these pens in my memory planner, but I don't like how they write on Hobonichi paper. I did order some new pens from JetPens for my Hobonichi. Again, I didn't like how the other pens were writing, so I bought some new ones. I bought a few pens from the pens they recommended on the JetPens website for the Hobonichi. I just opened my package, that's why it's in rubber bands. But I bought a couple of those. I really love how Hobonichi has JetPens has the option to buy singular pens, which I mean is common for many stationery stores, but I don't know. I just like how their selection of pens. But I bought a bunch of these. So this one is a 0.38 Uniball 1. This is a very popular pen. Like, I've never heard about it. I'm excited to write with it, to try out. Next is the Jelly Roll Sakura pen. This is, I don't remember what size this is, but this was also recommended. I used to use these a lot. Actually, no, I didn't. My sister has these, so I would use them once in a while, but they're her pens, so I don't like take them often. But I bought one for myself. Someone said this pen was really good in a Hobonichi. Okay, next I got the Energel Cleanup pen from Pentel. I think I bought this because Helen from Coffee Monsters Co. was using this in her Hobonichi, and she influenced me. And that's why I bought it. But this is the 0.4. 0.4. I like to stay around for pen tips like 0.4-ish. That's like my favorite size. My favorite size is 0.38, but yeah. And then we have the Sarasa Mark-Ons from Zebra. This is in 0.5. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Helen uses this too, and that's why I bought it. But it looks like this. And then, I'll put those aside. And then I got a fountain pen. So I was on the Hobonichi Reddit, and I was looking for pen recommendations for the Hobonichi. And a lot of people were saying, like, to get a fountain pen. People were like, no, like, the best pen to use is a fountain pen in the Hobonichi. That's why a lot of people like to use it. So I was like, oh my god, let me buy one and try one. And I've always been intimidated by fountain pens, but I did watch a few videos on them and I was like, okay, they're not that complicated to use. They could just be a little bit messy. But I bought the one with the pre-filled cartridge. This is the Pilot Kakuno Fine Tip Fountain Pen. I don't know if you can see. It comes with the pen outline and then also the cartridge. So I'm gonna open it actually on camera so you guys can see it. But this was recommended. This was oh my god. Okay. Now for this pen, this was recommended on the Reddit as a great starter pen because it's also inexpensive. Because fountain pens can be very, very expensive, especially when you're buying just the pen itself, not taking into account like ink. But yeah, a lot of people recommended this. It's also super cute, and it was about $16, I think. But this comes with the cartridge already pre-filled, so you just take it and put it straight into the pen. Another way you can use fountain pens is like this, using a converter. So it's basically like you'll get an empty one of these cartridges, and you can take it, dip it in ink, and then pull it up, and it takes the ink in, and then you can use it in any pen you want. Or any fountain pen you want. Yeah, I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what's going on in this paper. Oh my god, isn't it so cute? This is the cap. And this is the pen itself. It's so cute. Someone said, I don't know if you can see that, but the nib of it, or the tip, you can see is like a smiley face. Isn't that so adorable? So that's why like a lot of people are fans of it. And it's pretty small compared to like other pens. But I'm excited to use it. So I'm gonna take a break for a second, and then I'm going to come back and we're gonna do our pen swatch test. Oh, you know what? There's a grid paper at the back. Let me use the grid paper. We'll do a pen test over here. Can you see? Let me zoom, guys. Okay, zoomed you guys in. So what should I start with? I'm gonna start with the Uniball. Okay, so this is the Uniball one. For some reason, I can't like open things properly, even with no nails. Okay, so this is the Uniball one. Make sure you guys are in view. So let's see. Ooh. Hey, not bad. It's not as smooth as I hoped it would be, but it's still pretty good. I think it's going to be really good for like straight up note taking and writing. Like, I mean, I like using pens. I think there's something very like satisfying of using a really good pen on paper. But I think this is going to be a really good note taking pen. So like, next we're going to be using the Pentel Energel Lena. Isn't this so cute? They come in different colors. So there's like a yellow, pink, but I got the blue one. The 0.4. I always get so worried I'm gonna like break one of these. Okay. Even though the pen tips are a little bit different, this one has some more, or what gel I would say, like the Uniball, only because it does look a little bit thicker than the Energel. But the Energel did write a little bit more smooth than the Pilot Uniball. Actually, writing it not in cursive, I actually really like how this wrote. Comparatively to the original Energel I had. Oh, granted, this one is a 0.5. This one's a 0.4. That makes sense, but I like how that wrote. Next, we have the Zebra Sarasa Mark-On. This is 0.5. I'm very curious about it. I don't know how it's going to write because I usually don't go up to 0.5, really. I only ever do that if I've been influenced, but which I was with this pen, but okay. I actually really like that. It's a lot smoother, and I think it has like a little bit more of like a matte finish compared to the other two. And what I mean by matte is I don't think it has a very reflective finish. I actually really like this. Interesting. Oh, you can't even see. Okay, I like that. Next is Sakura Jelly Roll. This one did not come with a protective cover. don't know if, I can't remember if that's a normal thing. But we'll try this one next. Okay, that was a very smooth write. Ooh, I like how that one wrote. That one was nice. Okay, good. You guys can see it. Let's do a bleed test. Let's see if they bleed. Okay. They do kind of bleed. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really mind the bleed through. Is how the bleed through looks in the common planner. Okay, so it's not that bad. I don't know if I just said if I hate it or like it. I'm not the biggest fan of bleed through, but I will say it's not my favorite. I don't think it's anyone's favorite thing. So now we're going to prepare the fountain pen. Now it looks like this. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to be very careful. Okay, it literally says just to shove it in there. Keep nib upward and put new cartridge in straight without twisting. Okay. Very straightforward. So this is how the cartridge looks like. So this is the end that goes in first. So I'm going to take the fountain pen, and then just go. Ooh. Okay, I made a popping noise. So I take it that means working. Okay, so again, I've never used a fountain pen before, really. I don't know if I can just start writing with it or if I have to like do something else. Does it take a second to get to the thing? Okay. Well, this is doing that. Let me. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's saying from this picture over here that you need to pinch the cartridge a little. Help the ink come through. Which I did not do. So let's pinch it together. Pinch. Okay, now let's see if something's happening. I don't know. Oh! It did it! It worked. Okay. So I've never written with a fountain pen before, but I'm going to try. Let's see. That was fun. There's definitely a specific way to hold this pen. It's just that I'm not skilled in it yet. Let's see. See, I love using my like Japanese calligraphy markers. Those are amazing. I have pretty good pen control for those. This I don't know. How did our forefathers use these? That's obviously not right. I feel like I'm overthinking it. So I'll put that aside. And I'll bring these guys back. Let's do a bleed through test. A lot of people were complaining that the new Tombow River Paper had really bad bleed through. Okay, it's still not that bad. The same as the other pens. Okay, that's good. But I will say, with the actual pens up here, you can feel like more of the dent or grooves from writing on the paper versus for the fountain pen. It's a lot less. Like I still feel a little bit, but it's not as prominent as pens itself. But no, just comparing, which one do I like the most? A big thing with me with pens is like they have to fit really well in my hand and they have to be smooth. And I think like I don't know if the Uniball is my favorite. I think I really like the Energel and I like the Jelly Roll. I don't know about the Pilot fountain pen. I'm gonna have to practice using it more. But yeah, that kind of wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini like planner update slash like pen haul pretty much. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow us. We are Cerise Sticker Shop on Etsy. We sell planner stickers for your Hobonichis, for your bullet journals, for your happy planners, so on and so forth. You can use them in anything pretty much. We also have weekly kits. We also have like general stickers for like tracking appointments and bills and what have you, or find us on Etsy. We'll link it down below. We have a Pinterest. Sometimes on Pinterest I'll upload free stickers that you can just copy the image and print it at home on sticker paper and cut it out. Then we have our Instagram, which I don't really use. I'm kind of focused on the YouTube right now. I'm really excited about the YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!